Hi everyone, and welcome back to my junk journal. It's been long overdue. I've been needing to do this junk journal, and I find when I don't junk journal myself, it is I feel like there's missing something. There's something missing in my life. So, without further ado, I've already picked my page, and I've got a funny wonky little tripod here, so hopefully this will work. The little piece that goes on my other tripod, if I spend time looking for it, the day will be over. Do you know what I mean? So again, as usual, I'm going to talk and work, and I have no idea what I'm doing on this page. I know the message that I want to portray, but I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going to be creating. So, as I often do, I was surfing YouTube, usually before I go to sleep. So I was just surfing YouTube for some different hair products because I wear my hair natural. And one of the YouTube hair gurus that I subscribe to, she goes by the name of Lulu Matu here on YouTube. And I think she lives in Amsterdam. I'm not sure. Lovely, lovely lady. So I click on her latest video, and she's on there, and she's crying. And I'm like, what's going on? I am using one of these, a liquid acrylic pearlescence. This is an older one, and it's this really pretty blue color, but it's almost coming to the end. So I think I'm going to have to put my brush inside to get the paint out, because it's, yeah, I just want to put a blue background here. So anyway, she was just distraught, and she was talking about someone else on YouTube that I didn't know. Her name is Danielle, DawnYele, who also was another hair guru. And she had been pregnant, this Danielle, and she was due on the American Thanksgiving, so that would be the end of, mid-end of November. But apparently, I don't have all the details, but she died of a heart attack, this young mom. It's just chilling. It's so, and me being a doula, it just really, really, I couldn't shake it. I went to this Danielle's page, and I watched her last video a week ago. I mean, she was in absolutely perfect health. I have no idea how old she was. She looked like she was maybe 30-something. She looked like the picture of health. Beautiful woman. And yeah, she had a heart attack. And so may she rest in peace. And my continued prayers for her and her family. And the baby, they managed, from what I understand, the baby's alive and in ICU. And obviously in the neonatal intensive care. So let's just say a little prayer for that baby. So anyway, I was, just pondering on life in general and just how precious it is. And so as I was surfing around about this young lady's passing, I came across this other hair guru who, again, I didn't know her, and I can't think of her name right now. And she said so many profound things in her video. She was paying respect to Danielle and just was speaking her mind on how she, and some of the things she said, they just hit home to me. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to share some of them with you because they were just so well spoken, and I'm not even sure if I can do her justice in how she said them. But nevertheless, I think it's a message that we all need to learn. You know how we kind of dwell on so many things going on in your life right now, and even with me, like, yesterday is a perfect example. There's just so many things, and you feel like you're being pulled in so many directions, and you don't know. Like, I literally, before I found this out, I was finding myself having to sort out what I can look after and what I have to let go of, because I can't do it all. And you can't be there for everyone, and you can't fix everything. And yeah, so I just was going through that. I have to let go and let God, because I can't possibly fix everything on my journey, and maybe that's not my job. The page is now dry. So then I thought to myself, and isn't it kind of arrogant of me or of us to think that who are we that we think we can fix everything there is to fix? Like, maybe that isn't our job and we do have to let go. Now, I'm using these recollections background stamps. There's like ink splots and text. And they were, funnily enough, in the Halloween selection. So they were 80% off. So I think this entire stamp set cost me 84 cents. So it was just a reminder to me that, you know what? You need to just focus on your life, live the best life you can. Life is so short and so fleeting, is that the word? I mean, this young mom, I mean, she was only just expecting her baby. Like, when you watch her video, it's just like, yeah, me and the baby are fine, everything's good, can't wait till this little guy gets out here. I think she called him Baby Z. I'm going to spray some water on this and see if it makes a difference. The lady was saying, the one who was such an eloquent speaker, was saying that her grandmother told her that we all know where we've been, but we don't know where we're going. So it's very, very important that the life that we do have, the moments that we have here, that we live them with a purpose and focus on every day, and don't take any moments for granted. If you need to say I love you to someone, say it. Don't be embarrassed thinking, oh, I don't know if I should say love you, especially to friends. I know a lot of times, like when I email my friends that I've known for years and I do love them, I say love you, or I love you, or love Monica, or something. Never let anything go unsaid. If you have a quarrel to fix with somebody, fix it. Don't let it go. How many people have you heard that, you know, I should have said this, I should have done that, I should have said this. Just, I know we all know this stuff, but it just really, really, really hit home. So I thought I'm going to do this page, and while I'm doing this page, I hope we can all sort of think about Danielle and her family and her baby. I'm just stamping this text on here. And what I want to put on this page is live your life on purpose. On purpose. And focus on the word purpose. Live your life on purpose and live your life with purpose. We all have a purpose. Everyone does. And just try not to put off things that you really want to do, that you think, you know, something you want. Do it. Live your life. You only have one journey here. And just do the best you can with what you've got. And I know we all know this. I know it, but I just needed to be reminded of it again. So that's why I am doing this page. So I have put probably as much background as I want to. Got those ink spots there. This paint is so shimmery. Not only is it translucent, like if I had text under and I painted on top, but this pearlescent one it's just such pretty acrylic paint, and it dries really, really quickly. Give it a little shot with the heat gun, but I mean, it dries really, really fast. So the next thing I'm going to do is just add some things to my page to build up some texture on the page. And I found a whole bunch of stuff in my ephemera case. So I found this birdie, and it was already on lace, so I'm going to use her somewhere. I don't know where. And I also found this vintage cloth that was my Great Aunt Dorothy's. So I think what I'm going to do is trim some of the scallop, and these two flowers, that'll probably be just enough to fit, and I'm going to adhere that at the bottom or on the side. And a clock to remind me of to stay focused and stay in the moment. And then I found this beautiful poem from an old Oprah magazine, and I want to read it to you. It's by Stanley Kunitz. When you look back on a lifetime and think of what has been given to the world by your presence, your fugitive presence, inevitably you will think of your art, whatever it may be, as the gift you have made to the world, an acknowledgement of the gift you have been given, which is the life itself. That work is not an expression of the desire for praise or recognition or prizes, but the deepest manifestation of your gratitude for the gift of life. And I thought, isn't that beautiful? Because it's so true. When we're creating and doing our stuff and sharing what we know, we are sharing of our gift of being able to express ourselves through art journaling, through art, through whatever. Just the ability to unlock those feelings of creating yourself. It's not about being an exquisite artist and being able to draw portraits beautifully, but just the fact that you can put pen to paper and either write or draw or glue or put things together, and in those things there is a message. That is a purpose, and it's a beautiful purpose. And that's what's so wonderful about our YouTube community, that we can all share in each other's gifts. And that's living your life with purpose. So I love that poem. So I've got a whole bunch of things here that I'm just going to glue down. And this was from, I was making those tea things that Mariana Pocketful of Vintage had made, and this was just a script that I was using, and it's just napkin glued on cardstock. So I'm going to put that down there, and yeah. So let me just get this organized, and I will be right back. So I've kind of roughly got it how I want it to look. So I'm going to I scallop that with just some scallop scissors, and I cut the corner of that fabric there, and the poem and a clock behind there, and I'm going to glue that down in the bird. And then I'm going to stamp on this napkin, "Live your life on purpose," with these letters. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'll be right back. So here is my finished page. Live your life on purpose. And I stamped with those Stampin' Up! Letters. I inked it all around with just a sponge and that basic black craft ink from Stampin' Up! I love that ink so much. So on the fabric, there was a natural scallop in the fabric, so I just cut it out, just glued it, and made it like a corner, like a picture corner thing. And then I just wrote the date on the fabric, October 21st, 12, the poem, and that bird. And then I took a single rose and this is just my reminder of that Danielle. Although I didn't know her, the message that everyone spoke of her, I just want this to be my little kind of tribute to her, and all those who have gone too soon, because there are so many. I just took my paintbrush, and just with the leftover paint that's on here, I just touched everything up. And sometimes when you do that, it ties, see, the ink just rubs off, or the paint, and it just ties it all together. So this says hope on there. That was already on there. It's amazing what you have in your ephemera case. So this page is a reminder to me and to all of us not to dwell on things that don't matter, but rather to live your life and try to matter. So I wrote "try to matter" on this little tag, and it's got a little bit of frayed burlap on it. So live your life on purpose and try to matter, because none of us know what tomorrow's going to bring. Just like that girl's grandmother said, we all know where we've been, but we don't know where we're going. So while you're in the journey, take joy in the journey. Not only take joy in it, but take purpose in your journey. So thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.